Welcome to another Online Personals Watch CEO interview. We've actually got the CTO of White Label Dating today. We've got Barry Frost on the call. Thanks for taking the time, Barry. Welcome to the interview. So we've got quite a long line of questions for you, starting with you've got a new app. You've got a new, fairly new mobile platform that you've launched for White Label Dating. Can you tell us about it? How's it doing for you, and what's the rundown of how the app works?
Well, we started the project about a year ago, last May. We demoed it to some key partners, including yourself actually, in October, and then we launched it last month officially. It went live to over 550 of our partner sites across the platform. So it's a brand new platform that we built using Ruby and Ruby on Rails. And it's to go into a small amount of technical details. It's REST-based using JSON to transfer data under an API. So it's a series of components for search, for sites, for members, and for communication with an API router on top. And what it really means is it's a great way of us scaling up and down as we need, because it's hosted on the cloud. So it's something we're very proud of, and it's working extremely well.
Can we get into the nitty-gritty a bit more? Why did you choose? Can you run through those technologies again? I'll just jot them down.
Sure. So we're using Ruby, which is an excellent scripting language that we've adopted. It's a fantastic programming language that a lot of developers are now very keen to use. It's very modern, it's very flexible, very powerful. And it's using Ruby on Rails as well, which is a very popular framework on the top of Ruby. So great developers are using it, great people, and we feel it's the right tool for the job. It's also very good at dealing in REST as a way of transferring data. So keeps it very simple to transfer between components using a technology called JSON, which is really just a data packet. So we're sending data between the layers, between the components, using JSON over REST, over HTTP, and that means we can again scale it up and down really easily with new cloud instances in our infrastructure. We're hosting using Rackspace, and Rackspace is new cloud, which again has worked very well. We host our main application using Rackspace as well. So the Rackspace Cloud gives us that flexibility to talk to our existing infrastructure, which is hosted with Rackspace dedicated servers, connecting to Rackspace's cloud.
Did you think about using HTML5? Was that a consideration?
So yeah, it is actually built with HTML5. It's a mobile web system. So rather than using apps, we took the decision to use HTML5 and CSS and JavaScript as a platform. We've got over 7,500 dating sites around the world. To create and launch 7,500 apps is a bit of a headache. It also means we can get, with HTML5 and CSS3, we can get something across everyone's mobile browser instantly, and we can update it without any authorization process with the app stores. And it's just it's technology we're used to, we're comfortable with, and we knew we could build something that would work for all our partners.
And LinkedIn took that approach as well. Their app is 95% not resident on the devices. Have you taken the same approach then?
Yeah. So again, it looks like an app in a lot of the way it interacts. It feels very native. It's a nice rich interface using a lot of kind of CSS features, lots of nice drop shadows and gradients. It feels at home. And again, it's not something we just try to shoehorn in our existing dating desktop web sites into a mobile phone. We've taken the approach to go, what's going to work best. It's very simple. It's very quick to get from screen to screen in the shortest amount of clicks, and it suits what people are going to be doing on the move. So they get the phone, they check to see their messages, their winks, who's added them as a favourite. It's very quick and easy to get there. Time is short. People are going to dip in and out, and it also has obviously the features that are mobile only, aren't going to work on the desktop web. So there's location search.
So sorry.
So location search uses your phone's geolocation facility, your location services, to find out where you are and sees the members nearest to you. So again, we're not doing exact pinpoint matching. Obviously, the privacy concerns over there wouldn't be great, but we're showing people who are near to them in the vicinity.
So what are the downsides of using such an approach, the mainly HTML5 approach? Yeah,
I mean, there are obviously downsides to doing a mobile web compared to an app. It's easy to point someone at, say, hey, download our app from the App Store. It's nice and simple. It gets that brand recognition. People are using apps on their phone probably more than mobile web. They know they're using an app because they're clicking on a nice big shiny icon. Also with apps, it has a bit more kind of native capability. So with an app, you can use, say, your phone's camera, more ability to use offline. That's now possible with HTML5. But there's a lot of things where phones are richer in the interface. It feels, it can be a little bit faster. But we felt, the trade-off at the moment, it's desktop and mobile web. Mobile web's really getting a lot similar to the app experience, and was the right choice for our project. We're not saying we won't come back to apps, and that's something we're considering for the longer term. We do feel there's a place for them, and maybe for some of our key brands, our key partners, it may be something we'll come back to later on.
Because, of course, your situation is massively more complicated than the average internet dating sites, because you've got so many different stakeholders that have, I want it this way, I want it that way. Do you offer much in the way of customization within the app?
Well, yeah. So when you create your mobile website, if you're one of our partners, again, we've got over 125 people here working for our partners, and each of our partners has a dedicated partner manager working with them. So the partner manager will take the partner through, help them customize their mobile website that sits as a partner to their normal desktop website. They can help theme it, choose different color schemes, make it feel that it's part of the brand, help them with the icons and the logos within the actual system. So again, once it's launched, it's a natural extension of their standard desktop website.
How about mobile payment options? How do you accept money?
Yeah, so we took the decision very early on. We didn't want to have it limited in the approach we took. So it's all the desktop web payment options we provide are available on mobile. So you can use a card, you can use premium SMS. So again, that fits very nicely with mobile phones, and you can also use PayPal. And those are all first-class citizens on our mobile website. So everyone has access to that. It's available in their territory. So again, many ways to pay.
But not, will the app be in the Apple Store?
So obviously, if it's mobile web, it's not able to use the App Store for payments. When we do come around to considering apps, again, we know that the App Store has such a low barrier to entry in terms of payments. It's a lot easier to get people to pay. But at the moment, we're quite happy with the numbers we're seeing from conversions. And again, mobile web's actually been very successful since we've launched it. So yeah, I'd love to share some of those numbers with you. So in terms of stats, since we launched in April, we're now seeing about 20% of our daily signups on mobile, and some sites it's even higher. So again, some of our kind of more mobile-oriented, kind of more youthful dating sites, we're seeing about a quarter of daily signups on mobile, which is phenomenal since we've launched. In terms of money, in terms of actual conversion, about 10% on average of total subscriptions are now coming via mobile, and that's about 7% of our total revenue. Again, that's increasing about 10% month on month. So 7% now, it's really going to grow and grow and grow. So it's a big part of our business and our partners' businesses as well.
And how else do the mobile daters behave differently than the iDating, the web-based, the web-sourced users?
It's hard to find the right term, isn't it? Because they're very similar to desktop users. We don't see them as two distinct groups. We know that people are signing up on mobile and then paying on web, and vice versa. People are signing up on web and paying via mobile. So there is a lot of similarities. However, what we're actually finding is it's interesting. There's people spending about twice as long on their mobile experience compared to desktop, which is surprising for us at first. But we think people are using it, enjoying it. They're on the move. It's easier to dip in and out. So in terms of usage, it's higher. But there's probably less pages per visit, according to our stats, than on desktop. It's a simpler experience. They can get through to the information a lot quicker because it's a smaller screen. So again, that's something we're seeing evolve over time. Great response from our members and our partners. People are really enjoying using it.
Now, you also have some internal brands which you use for just, staying close to the customer, and which is a great approach. But the majority of your efforts, of course, are white label oriented. Your white label partners, a vast majority of efforts. But how are you experimenting and recruiting folks into the home brands, the global personals brands?
Yeah, so both us and our partners are starting to explore advertising networks, especially targeted campaigns. In the UK, at Christmas, when we were in beta, we launched a brand called datingrepublic.com, which had campaigns on the London Underground, on the sides of buses, and it was all targeting people at that mobile experience. We had a mobile landing page. So that's offline advertising. We also have online advertising as well. So using the mobile ad networks, and some of our partners are really starting to see some results there in terms of conversions. Internally, we've got datingrepublic.com, lovetomeet.com, and then also some of our partners have niche sites as well. So, for example, we've got funat40.co.uk, and which is an age niche site, and kissinggates.com, which is for people in the countryside. So again, it works with niches, it works with different age-specific dating sites, our own brands and our partner sites. So again, it goes across our entire network.
You said it was kissing dates for people in the country?
Kissing Gates.
Oh, Kissing Gates. Okay,
Kissing Gates.
Got it.
Yeah. It's one of our first ones to launch on mobile.
So what's worked the best? What I love about your approach is that you can actually test various channels, and then what works the best you can recommend to your partners. So what modes of advertising on mobile, what channels are you recommending to mobile partners?
Yeah, so we're as with everything, we want partners to use the channel that works for their particular brands. Some brands, we've got a brand called Hope with Pope, which is one of the reality TV stars in the UK. She launched her own mobile site. Now, about a quarter of her registrations are coming from mobile now, because it's a lot more youth oriented. Other sites it may not be as appropriate. So we're recommending to our partners to try and see what works for them, test it out, find out, make sure they're maximising their CPA, whatever works for them. And again, some partners are seeing some really good results there.
So how's White Label Dating's mobile apps different from other providers?
So I think the main difference for us is, again, we focus on the mobile web, but it's the fact that with a dating site on our platform, a partner can have their dating site set up very quickly, very, very fast, and get up and running in minutes. So it's the advantages for our partners. They've got their dating site, they can have a mobile version in minutes.
So I guess one of the nice things for the White Label Dating partners is that they must surely be seeing improved retentions, because your users are able to access a White Label Dating sites both online and on mobile. Is that hitting your retention numbers?
Well, yeah, one of the major requests we had through our customer care team, and we've got a team of 40 here, and they collate those stats. They send them on to me each week. Is where's mobile? We really want a mobile version of our site, and we waited and we evaluated the market before I made our strategy, and now we have mobile web. Partners are saying they've had great feedback. Customers are coming to our customer care team saying this is great. We can now use mobile on the go, and we've seen that in terms of our retention numbers are strong. People are staying around longer. We think this is having a contribution. We've seen through our visitor stats that it's climbing in terms of the number of people using mobile, compared to I think it's about 26% of our visits are now coming via mobile, which is a great number. We didn't have that before. I don't think it's cannibalising visitors from our main desktop experience, but it's adding to the experience for our members.
What do you think they'll end up at eventually, say in a year's time? Where do you think it will level off at in terms of usage?
It's hard to say. I think I wouldn't say it'll level off. I mean, it's been dating's.
In terms of the proportion.
Sorry, Mark.
In terms of the proportion, mobile versus internet.
I think mobile will exceed internet or desktop web usage again in the next couple of years. I think it's certainly going to grow. It's hard to say when. I think I probably read on your site, Mark, that maybe by the year 2015, it's going to exceed desktop web usage for dating sites, which is something we're quite happy about, quite prepared for. We'll be improving our experience to match what our customers are telling us. So I think it's a good move. It means people are on the move, using location services, using all the features of a mobile phone, and people are already spending longer on their phones than they are sitting in front of a computer. So it's something we want to embrace.
How about the iPad?
Well, iPads. It's interesting. We're not viewing the iPad as a mobile device at the moment in terms of the experience. We still display the standard desktop version of a dating site on an iPad. It's something that, it's got a bigger screen. Tablets themselves, they're a little bit different to how you use a mobile. You usually kind of lean back watching the telly. So it's something we think has to be addressed differently. So we're looking at iPad maybe as if we come to apps on iOS and on Android and other platforms, something we'll look at the iPad as a platform itself, and look at that differently. But we see people using the iPad for dating sites at the moment. It's about 9% of our traffic is iPad, of mobile. So for us it's a growing percentage.
And was the mobile white label dating mobile developed entirely in-house?
Yes, we recruited quite heavily last year, early part of the year in Ruby and Ruby on Rails. It's a project we really wanted to do ourselves. It's a core part of our business. It's a strategic project. We wanted it to be, the knowledge to be in-house, and we knew that the people who'd be working on it would be continually developing the platform, and that's been the case. We're a year on from when we started, and our mobile projects, several different ones are being launched as we're going along. So we knew that it was going to be a big part of our future.
And there's a lot of people out there, I'm sure, who are considering: do I build in-house? Across various industries, do I build in-house, or do I use a third party for building my mobile app? What would you recommend?
I think where it fits with the skills of your team. I mean, speaking of CTO here, we've got a development team of 37. Mixed site, some based here in Windsor in the UK, and we've opened our Waterloo in London office not so long ago. So we're in 2 locations, growing that team in London. We like to keep development in-house. It's really great having one company. We sit across from our partner teams, they talk to our partners. We sit across from our customer care team, we talk to our members. So we're very close to what happens, and we can respond quickly and well to what the customers are saying. Outsourcing, is something we're doing a little bit more of in the future. We think it's where it's really strategic. We want to keep it in-house, and so where skills match what you can do in-house, I think it's important. You grow and you recruit internally, and we certainly we've grown year on year in numbers in our development team, because we believe in that as a big part of our business. I'm biased, obviously, but yeah.
So you've taken the Apple approach, basically.
Well, yeah. I think Apple, the design is a big part of their ethos. Everyone loves to compare themselves to Apple, but they think about the user experience, and we invested in our user experience team and continue to with new hires there, because it's about making it very simple to achieve the customer's goals. We believe that you can get greater conversions, greater satisfaction through the user experience, and so we take that approach as well.
So having been through this process, this the thinking, the design, the evolution, and the creation and the evolution of this mobile platform, what would you have done? What lessons did you learn, and what would you have done differently if you had to do it all again?
Oh, it's a good question. We're very pleased with what came out. It was a lot of hard work, and we blogged about it on our platform. It was very tight timescales to get a release in beta before Christmas. It's something maybe we would have planned to launch in the new year if we had our time again. But it's not something you can take lightly. To get it right, to make it fast, make it work well. It's been extremely successful since we launched. We've not had any downtime with that mobile app since we've launched, which is a great testament to the team here. But it's a big undertaking. You've got to get it right. Testing is a huge part. One of the things when we started was most of us use iPhones or Android devices. It's having a nice bank of Nokia devices, the latest Windows phones. We had a Lumia that came just in time to be able to test. All the old Nokia Symbian devices and Blackberries as well. So it's having a good bank of devices to test on, and we're quite happy with the end result.
So it works on iPhone, Android, Symbian, regular.
We tested on quite a few devices. It scales. It's responsive to the size of the screen. And again, we've tested to make sure that, again, payments being the crucial thing, but the flow through the system works well on all devices.
And I nearly mentioned WAP, which seems a little irrelevant in the USA, but you're quite active in South Africa, for example. So WAP is still prevalent. I mean, or say prevalent, it's still evident, at least in South Africa and other markets that you're entering. Is WAP a consideration for you at this stage? Does it work?
Yeah, I mean, WAP's. We know that we're lucky in the UK and the US as well, that a lot of people are now buying smartphones. Adoption is increasing. It's about half and half smartphones to feature phones now. in other territories, we're very big in South Africa, as you say. It's probably more biased in terms of feature phones. But the problem we have is that to be able to make payments, it's very difficult to have an experience which works well on perhaps feature phones in terms of very basic web browsers. So we felt we could devote a lot more of our efforts into making it work very well on the latest smartphones that then will be right for the future growth. And we see people, adoption of smartphones is accelerating. So it's a hockey stick growth there. So it doesn't work on WAP. It's something we feel that WAP's dying away, but it's not something we can support at this moment in time.
So where did you draw the line in terms of platforms, and what doesn't it work on?
Well, we went back as far as some of the really old. I think we had a 2 or 3 year old handset, which isn't that old, but it's eons old in terms of mobile phones. A Series 60 phone that we had, a Nokia phone, to make sure that worked, and that was probably the most capable browser on a mobile phone that would work, that we felt we wanted to go back and support. But again, we've not had the big telling sign for us is that we've not had any customers come and go, it's completely broken on my phone, I can't pay an upgrade, which is either they've not come to us or we've made the right decision now, we think.
What features are you most proud of within the White Double Dating mobile platform now?
I think it's the first version we've launched. We're really proud actually of really how fast it works and how quick it is to get to the key features. It's a very nice slick interface, very nice. It feels a bit like an app. It doesn't really feel like it's a mobile website, and I think that's a great test. If you came to it and said, "Hey, have a look at our new app," and handed it to someone, you probably wouldn't know it was in a mobile web browser. So I think that's the biggest thing. We're quite pleased the way the location services work. That takes advantage of the latest browsers in phones. That works very well. But also, people are using it, people are upgrading. We've got all the payments there. It's actually a core part of our business now, and it's a growing part. So it's not necessarily about the features. It's about it being an extension of what our members want to use.
And what are the payments that you have? What modes?
Yep. So we've got card payments. So Visa, MasterCard, standard systems that we have on our desktop web. We have PayPal, and we have premium SMS. So again, you can use your phone completely to pay for services if you wish.
What's the cut on premium SMS these days?
It's quite high, isn't it? And we talked to our supplier for premium SMS, and they despair of it as well. But the operators are charging a hefty premium on top.
Is it still? Last time I looked, it was on the order of, well, I want to say 50%, but I'm sure is it under 30% now at least?
Yeah, I think it's lower than it's a lot lower than that. I mean, it's still a hefty amount. However, again, it's for people who want to use it. It offers those benefits of privacy. Again, it doesn't appear on your credit card bill for certain sites where that is important to you. And you can manage your phone bills separately from your car bills if you want to. So it gives another option, really.
And it's found money ultimately. I mean, someone's on the phone. That's the only option that they have to pay you. You might as well accept it.
Exactly, and that's where they are. If they're on their mobile phone, give them the means to pay using their mobile phone.
And that brings into mind the conversions funnel. I mean, somebody signs up. In fact, can they sign up on the mobile?
Yep, all the way through. So you can register as a free member, use the experience, and then upgrade to be a paying subscriber all through your phone. So again, many people are doing that now.
Well, here's a hypothesis. I'd imagine that people on the mobile platform that sign up would convert to paying members more quickly. And the second hypothesis would be there's less of a long tail. They're either going to convert them more immediately on the mobile platform. On the web, I would hypothesize that they'd take a bit longer to convert, and they'd be more likely to convert in a week, compared to mobile, where they'd convert that conversions path would be more speedy.
Sure.
Is that true? False?
Well, it's interesting. We're finding that people aren't exclusively using the mobile experience or web experience. There's a high degree of crossover, and that's kind of in keeping with what we expect. People to maybe sign up at home, maybe, and then while they're at work or on the move, they're using their mobile phone to check, and if they want to upgrade there and then because they get a great message from someone they want to then message back, that's something they're then able to do that. So we treat them as it's one member, it's one person upgrading. For the people who do go from mobile sign up to mobile upgrade in one go, they're very much the same characteristics of people who upgrade within a short amount of time on the desktop web as well. So again, people who are motivated to pay very quickly, whether it's mobile or desktop, we find.
So another favourite subject, geolocation. That must have been a lot of fun conversations deciding on how to approach geolocation. What do you think are the biggest concerns and issues?
Yeah, I think with privacy being a big part of people's concerns using any location services, it's something that we want to be very careful about how we collect the data and then how we display it back to other members. We don't tell anyone where a member is, so we don't reveal their zip code or postcode. We don't say they're exactly this pinpoint location. We give a fuzzy range of how far away they are from you. So again, there could be a nice wide radius that they could be in. So they're 10 miles away from me. Okay, that covers a very large area. We're very clear when we're collecting that data. It's something that doesn't get passed back to other members. It's safe.
How specific do you go?
Again, it depends on how far away people are around you. I don't think we go anywhere closer than a mile, and again, that depends on how geographically sparse people are on the site.
So you're balancing basically the need to see someone versus the privacy element.
Yeah, I think it's a nice extra at the moment. I think people who would go onto the site and only date someone that's a mile away from them are quite limited. So at the moment, it's a useful thing to say, hey, there is someone near me. I can date someone in the town around me, and then you go and use the other search features. You find someone who matches you, who has the interests and characteristics that you're looking for. So it's a means to start rather than as the only person you're going to look for.
Did you treat women any differently than guys?
No, at the moment with our mobile web experience, it's the same experience for men and women on our sites. It's a one size at the moment.
So tell us how white double dating is doing overall.
Yes, so it's been a really successful start to the year. We just had another record month for April for us and for our partners. I think, as you know, we just went past the 12 million members, and we're expecting about 15 million by the end of the summer. So it's about one member every 4 seconds at the moment, which is a phenomenal number for us and our partners. And that's really our partners are driving record numbers of traffic to our sites every day. Annualised revenues are about £36 million at the moment. So again, doing very well. And that's not just the UK. About 23% of our traffic is now non-UK. So that's growing month on month on month. And I think Australia's really become one of our key markets. South Africa's again very strong, and of course US as well. So yeah, it's been a great start to 2012.
Barry Frost, you're the CTO of White Double Dating and Global Personals. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.